What is good? Welcome back to Top Two. It's your boy Corey on, of course, with the boy Johnny.
What's up, guys?
It's been a while for sure, but we're back.
We're back. We're back in this. We're back.
I know you can't see my shirt, but it's college football related. It's just dripping in orange and blue. Florida Gators. Speaking of football, obviously this is another football episode. Whenever you see Johnny, it's football related. He doesn't know anything.
You're starting off with a touchy subject, bro. I'm a college football. I'm a Canes fan, so I just want to skip that one in entirety. Yeah.
I ended up watching a good 10 minutes. I had a popcorn ready, and I'm laying on the couch like, jeez, okay, well, I turned it off, watched some Netflix.
I knew King was a little overrated going. And like when I was seeing mock drafts at him, like the third, fourth ranked quarterback, I thought that was a little crazy. I know his stats last year with what he had were nice. I think he had like 33 touchdowns and 7 picks with some decent running yards, but I don't it God,
that was a COVID year.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Yeah. COVID year.
But
in this video is a little different. Something, change up the I don't know what you call it, but change it up. No research really needed here.
I don't even know.
Everything's right here. I don't know why you have that either.
It makes me feel comfortable, bro.
Whatever you make.
It's my
if you're
blanket.
Comfortable, I'm comfortable.
I bet. I appreciate that.
But today we're just going to be reacting to NFL hot takes that I've seen on Twitter, Reddit, some I've thought of over the years or months, days, whatever, or just stuff that may not make sense, but I can make it make sense.
Hell yeah. Spin it.
So the first one on the list, the Lions will be the worst team in football. Yes or no?
Wait. Dude, I don't know what's happening with Deshaun Watson. So I'm pretty sure he's staying on the Texans because I know he's not coming to the Dolphins. Like that was the most confusing thing that's like ever the biggest mind game. And it's been happening like once a month, twice a month that they'll just play with our entire fan base because it's like it's such like a weird thing. Like you don't want to quit on a second year quarterback, but there's the top 3 quarterback right there. And I honestly think it kind of came down to the price they were asking. I don't know why I'm getting into this considering your question.
I mean, that's obviously a topic on here somewhere.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say what I'm getting into there. So I'm gonna say if Deshaun Watson plays, which, dude, it's such a weird situation. I think he might. I think the Lions will be the worst team. But if he does not end up playing this year, like he said, he said he was gonna hold out, right?
Yeah.
So he might not end up playing. So it all depends on that little situation right there, in my opinion.
Yeah. Personally, they have a fighting chance to be the worst team. And the reasons why I would say yes is because I feel like they're gonna tank. So that's why, because they have nothing. After Kenny Galladay left, and then Matthew Stafford, there was obviously
their
nothing
defense
left.
Is like naked, dude. It's bad.
Jeff Okudah.
Yeah. And good luck to him.
It's nothing that he's a bad corner. It's just corner is the hardest position in the
NFL. And so he has to cover one whole side of the field considering who he has next to him.
And he had a lot to do as a rookie, and he obviously did not fill those expectations. So
was he the 4th pick or something like that? Something really
3rd or 4th, something. He was the first corner taken. Should have been CJ Henderson.
Yeah. He had on and off games too, but definitely better than Okudah for sure. This year's cornerback class, I think, would this is an interesting class.
You got Stingley, you got someone I grew up with, went to school with, Kaiir Elam, supported him. Kaiir Elam.
They went to Dwyer.
Yeah, I don't claim him as a best friend. I don't claim him as a homie. I just claim him as somebody I grew up with. Not necessarily say I grew up with. I went to elementary school with him. I lost contact after that.
Actually, I went to middle school with a professional skater, Zion Wright.
I went to middle school with him too. We went to the same middle school.
We went to the same middle school. Sorry, bro. That's it. That's it. That's the coolest thing I can think of. It's pretty
It's
cool though.
but yeah, I think they're gonna be good.
Yeah,
I think they could because they're gonna tank for sure, in my opinion. There's no sense for you trying to winning, especially
no,
Aaron
no, yeah.
Rodgers back now too.
Their division's freaking yeah. I the Vikings. They're making a run for the playoffs. The Packers, and
Bears,
Bears.
obviously.
Bears. We'll see about the Bears. I think Matt Nagy's kind of like one of those Zach Taylor type coaches that are hanging in there by the little thread. We'll see what happens with that, though.
Interesting you bring that up because the next
Oh,
topic, John Gruden will be fired despite his 10-year, $100 million contract he signed in 2018.
how much of it was guaranteed? All of
I
it?
believe
I think a
pretty much
lot.
all of it. He's getting
Yeah.
10 a year. So yeah.
What does that cut into? Does that cut into their actual salary cap, or is that like
I
the
don't
owner paying for that?
I don't know. I don't think it cuts into the actual salary cap, but if it does, for sure. But even if it doesn't, I feel like despite that 10-year deal, I think you give him 2 more years.
It's just like Farrell, the guy he drafted from Clemson, when he reached for that guy, like what was that the first year that he drafted with Mike Mayock?
That was,
Dude, he just makes the weird
but the
like
thing
he's
about
so
it,
into people that he doesn't care, bro. If he
yeah,
likes them, it doesn't matter, and he likes them. So
but the
fucking
thing
who
about
gives
it
a shit.
is Mike Mayock was a draft expert,
I
and
think
none of
those
his
guys.
draft picks were expert like picks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
like, what? Like, how can you be a draft expert, draft analyst, scouts, and all that? And then you pick guys like Damian Arnett. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
hear this man so much at Ohio State. And for him to be your first round pick as a corner,
Mm-hmm. I don't even know who that is. So exactly, bro. What was that in
Jesus,
2017 or 2018? Or was that
2018,
recently?
something like that,
Yeah. Yeah. So
or 19.
he sounds familiar, but doesn't sound like he gets much playing time nowadays. Because I think,
I mean, well, that defense he probably does. So,
dude, yeah, I'm trying to think.
oh, they
It's
suck.
just I heard they want Khalil Mack back too. So
Well,
they told him to go screw himself.
yeah.
It's like I don't even that was the because I don't even you can't
Wasn't
even
that
call
like
that
his?
the peak.
That was like his first move, right?
Yeah, he squandered all those picks because it was Farrell, and then it was I don't even the guy you were probably talking about. Would you say they took him 30th? That guy? Oh,
I can't remember where. I didn't do research, man.
yeah. So I was well, if it's 30th, I know they didn't have the 30th picks because that's like what is that third place in the NFL if you have the 30th pick. So that's why I said that, in
Yeah.
the draft. Yeah, they were definitely worth the third best team under Gruden or coming into Gruden.
So you think Gruden's done after this year?
Dude, they're paying him so much, and I don't know where that depends on where that money's coming from. If it's coming from that dude with the funny haircut, I think he'll have the balls to pull the plug. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but
Yeah, he looks like he's I don't know, Ronald McDonald without makeup, but like 80 years old,
now I see it.
Yeah. You can see it, right? Just
Now I see it.
side by side in your head, huh? That's yeah. You should get into art.
Okay, so this next topic is kind of like a back-to-back. It's the same player, Le'Veon Bell, right? Le'Veon Bell is the reason, like, for guys like McCaffrey and Barkley, reason why they pretty much exist in the NFL, those type of running backs. Yes or no?
I don't know. I'm thinking about the fact that I just snorted right in the mic for everyone to hear.
I didn't hear it, so hopefully they didn't.
Hell yeah, brother. All right. So what's the question again?
Le'Veon Bell is the reason why guys like Barkley and McCaffrey, those type of running backs, they exist in the NFL.
Are you talking about receiving backs?
Not just like they can do everything. They can receive. They can, make a guy miss. Those just all-purpose backs. 3 down
Yeah,
backs.
one thing that Le'Veon, his patience when he would like wait for the holes to develop and the blockers to freaking properly execute the blocks, and then he would freaking, I don't even know, because he would be sitting there cutting, and it would be like almost in slow motion, but it wasn't at the same time. And then the lane would develop, and he would take off like it was nothing. There's just, but I see what you mean though. Christian McCaffrey, he's, I think that's almost what you have to be as a running back nowadays, unless you're going to be like a Derrick Henry type. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they're not lasting in the league. So you got to be freaking ready for pass blocking on third down. You got to be ready for freaking whatchamacallit, dump off passes on the first and second down. Just about every first or second down you pass, other than the first and second downs that you run the football. So you're pretty much involved in every other play, and that's the only way you can. Because you can see how like the Patriots, like they dumped Sony Michelle the other day. They just freaking, it's almost like running backs grow off trees. But like I feel like they're the ones putting the most on the line. So you got to be freaking amazing at everything if you're going to be that guy. So I feel like that's like one of the reasons why these running backs. If you see like Dalvin Cook, he's not amazing at blocking or anything. I think Christian McCaffrey, he's just really good at everything. Who else did you say?
Guys like Barkley.
Barkley, dude, yeah, he's just how could he not block with those legs? Like you'd have to have freaking noodle arms, which that man doesn't. So he's freaking like guys like that. They're drafted where they're at for a reason. It's because for the next 4 years you got a stable back that can do it all. Like I said, so
Yeah.
I don't know if Le'Veon Bell really plays into that. I think he definitely impacted the amount that the running backs get thrown to, for sure, because he was putting up numbers that were not around since like Marshall Faulk and guys like that.
Yeah, I would say he's part of the reason because you think back before Le'Veon Bell, you had Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson was not that type of player. He would get to the outside, you're just gonna be eating the grass that flicks up from out of his cleats, right? You can think of guys like
Jamal Charles,
the same thing. AP, he was sort of like that, but he's just not the receiving end. He can make you miss, and he could put his head down and run you over.
Arian Foster is one of those guys I can maybe think of.
Arian Foster, but he was never like the complete package.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think he was much of a receiving back at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that Le'Veon Bell did everything, and then after that, you started seeing guys come into the league, and you started seeing offenses change to that type of running back.
We've seen, I think, all the running backs that weren't getting paid, seen what it takes to get paid. Like Le'Veon was trying to get paid, so they were like, maybe we got to hop on this wave if we're gonna make the big bucks. Because running backs, I think this year a couple of them got paid. I think Cam Akers got $10 million, and then he obviously hurt himself. And a couple other, I think Gus Edwards got paid. Well, not heavily, but I think he's a backup running back, and I think he got $5 million a year, which that's pretty good, especially for a backup running back, which you would expect like almost like league minimum to like $1.2 million or $1 to $2 million at this point of the game. Like running backs are just, like I said, just think about the Patriots and their running backs that they had. My dog just popped open the door. That they've had over the years. Like the Sony Michelle thing just kind of blew my mind because they've just been doing that for forever. They have 3 to 4 different running backs every year, and they just get guys out of nowhere and just make them work. The weirdest thing. Like that one guy they have in the preseason right now. Nuts. I forgot what his name is.
I don't know his name, but I know.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's why they traded Sony Michelle, because you just freaking find gems out there, because that's one thing. It's an unwanted thing in the NFL, but every kid pretty much growing up either wants to be a running back or like receiver or something. So there's a lot of them out there, but when you get to a certain level, it's like that's how they fall through the cracks, because there's so many of them. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. And it brings me to the next one. Who's better, right? You have Barkley, McCaffrey, and Pittsburgh Le'Veon Bell.
Dude, McCaffrey. I feel like McCaffrey did. I don't know. I really was excited to watch him until he got hurt. He's just the dude. Uh, so you said Pittsburgh Bell?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was that offensive line with DeCastro and them all in their prime and stuff. DeCastro, I think he's getting a little disrespected. I don't know if he put on weight or something. Still a free agent. They were just really built up front. I'm not saying that was an excuse for how well he was playing. Obviously, his game dropped off after the whole contract debacle, which I don't really think that's kind of like a mental thing at the end of the day. But we'll never really know about that. So I don't know. A lot of these guys they didn't really. I feel like if they played this year, I'll be able to decide this question more after the season because obviously last season they got cut short. So there's not too much of a sample size with like freaking Pittsburgh Le'Veon. We got 4 years of freaking, I think 6 yards a carry at 5.5 yards a carry. You weren't getting a negative year freaking rush with that guy. Like it was, now it's like that with like Derrick Henry. We'll bring him up another day though. The king. But I think you're gonna bring up a run. I would honestly say Derrick Henry right now is better than
because I think three of them.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I think he'll have 3 rushing titles in a row after this season. So that's like, actually, I want to take that back. I think Christian McCaffrey, if he didn't get hurt, might be right there considering the receiving and all the other stuff he does. Derrick Henry, Le'Veon, and Saquon, considering he's the first overall pick. How did that sound? I added on to that probably.
I would take Le'Veon over. Okay, so for me, it would be Le'Veon. Since I'll include Henry. Henry would be, in my eyes, Henry would be third, McCaffrey second, Saquon fourth. Just because Henry can't do what McCaffrey and Le'Veon
out of the backfield.
Do. Same as Barkley, but Barkley, he's just, I don't know. Barkley's like a mixture of them, but you take like half McCaffrey and half of.
Don't get me wrong, Barkley's fucking good, but
yes, he's amazing.
He's really good, but we'll see. It's just so hard to tell because we just got that 1 year, and then they both played only 1 year, right? Or they played 2 years. Maybe
two.
They played 2. Yeah. See, I need to be appreciating these running backs because after their rookie contract, a lot of them go kaput, appreciate them while they're around. let's I was about to say, let's get on that next question.
This next one is NFL MVP goes to Tom Brady.
Who won it last year? Was it Josh Allen or
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers? Dude, that's tough, dude. I could see him being in the top, definitely top 5. I don't know. I think Josh Allen might. Yeah, I think I could see guys like Josh Allen and freaking A-Rod maybe getting a little. Dude, that's a tough one, dude. I could see him in the top 3. Let's just say that. I wouldn't put money on it. I would put money on top 5. Because I honestly think freaking Matthew Stafford's going to come in and blow people's minds. But a lot of people already know what's about to go down. So might not be a shock to all, but I don't even know. The Lions organization. You can see why Calvin Johnson left, and that man was stuck in, what is it called? Freaking. My dog freaking clawed me. Whatchamacallit, stuck in limbo. That's pretty much the limbo of the NFL right there. You get freaking sent up to Detroit. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't even remember what I was talking about, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford. Sorry, my dog completely distracted me, dude. Matthew Stafford, dude. All right, so I think it'd be Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, and then Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady for that third spot. That'd be my prediction going into the season. But I don't know, guys like Baker Mayfield, you never know, they can somehow maybe stumble their way into the because one problem with him, well, their rushing game is pretty freaking potent. So I think that might affect his numbers, obviously to some degree, which that's one of the main things they look at. But his wide receiver group was just friggin' mangled at the end of the year with the COVID situation and Odell getting hurt. Yeah, Odell getting hurt and Njoku getting hurt and all those guys. They were down like the third string tight end from FAU. So you never know. Guys like that can peek in there. So I'm thinking, yeah, he might be in that third spot, but not a guarantee for sure. What do you think?
It's easy to say yeah because
For you,
well, yeah, for me, not trying to be a bandwagon, but even then, just the weapons he has,
he just admitted he's a bandwagon.
or not a bandwagon. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Bias.
Bias.
Yeah.
Same starts with the same letter. Jeez.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
Yeah, you got Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, OJ Howard back, Gronk. It's like so easy to say yeah.
Is Scotty Miller back?
Scotty Miller, I wouldn't say back, but he's there. Yeah. You got Tyler Johnson too.
That just raised it up a point. Scotty Miller, dude. You got to get Brady the white slot, bro. Without that, Brady's
powerless. So easy to say yeah, but then it's also I don't know how the voting and stuff works. It's weird. I don't know how it works as far as voting, but like
I don't know either, dude. I hate all the voting for mostly everything NFL related. And just the top one. Actually, the top 100's all right. The way that's voted by the players. Other than that, like the Pro Bowl voting, you can spam that if you wanted to. Excuse me, I had to burp. But you can go online and spam your favorite players like 100 times if you wanted to. It's the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is meaningless. I'm sorry.
Because it's like, look at who you have, even at that, because the MVP is sort of a quarterback award. But when you think about the quarterbacks that can get that award, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, you said Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers. And then when you think of Tom, what's the difference between Tom and Lamar? Lamar can run for 1,000 yards if he wanted to and pass for, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 yards, something like that. So, and then you think of guys like Josh Allen, he won't run for 1,000 yards, but he'll just put on a show.
500, 600.
No, yeah, 500, 600, and then pass for another 5,000 with like 40 touchdowns, 8 picks, and then you just think of Tom. Tom ain't rushing. You lucky if he rushed for 100 yards in the season at this point. And to not be able to do that and just sit there in the pocket is weird. But
he averages about 500 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground, Josh Allen. So if you take the fact that I'm sure he threw, now my dog wants out, that's tough. Now I got to look at Brady's yards and freaking Josh Allen. I know for a fact Josh Allen's stats were better than Brady's last year. That's why
sure.
That the rankings were the way they were. We'll see how Cole Beasley pans out because, dude, outside of freaking Stephon Diggs, wide receiver wise, they're pretty.
Yeah, and they got Emmanuel Sanders in free agency too.
True, that definitely like that. I don't know. They're really effective with those kind of wide receivers, so I'll give you that one. I feel like he'll get at least 500 yards this season and five or 6 TDs. I can see that. I got to watch them twice a year, so. John Brown, guys like that, they get those guys to work. Freaking dickheads.
And then going on to the next one, Derrick Henry will still run for 2,000 yards despite Julio Jones being there.
Here, how many yards did he run for?
He ran
this year wasn't like
2,000, over 2,000 this year, for this past year.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, why am I so ignorant on this? Hold up. Something's going on. All right, here. Let me look this up real quick.
You should know this. If you're
Oh
a
my
King Henry.
lord, bro. Yeah, I was just
Oh.
vouching for the man, and I don't even know this. Yeah, dude. Oh, bro. I think dude, I'm gonna go back to a couple statements ago. Derrick Henry is definitely at that number one list, and I think he'll rush for over 1,500 yards at least, but
But
maybe not 2,000.
I'm saying
2,000's a
2000.
lot. I don't think he's gonna rush for 2,000. I think he was trying to make up for something the Titans didn't have last year. I guess he guaranteed 1,300 plus, guaranteed. Like I put money on that for sure. But 2,000, that's like, oof.
I'll give him 1,800. There'll be a game or two where Julio and AJ Brown just go off, and you don't see the ball being handed off like that.
Dude, I feel like they're just gonna open up the play action. I feel like they are just gonna. That's just something about that team is they're just. But Derrick Henry, how are you not gonna think they're gonna run the ball on first and second down? You just play action with Julio and freaking AJ Brown, and like you said, it's nuts.
It's
Dude, I need a Texas kid. He keeps calling me. Jacob Martin, bro, he keeps blowing me up.
I forgot. Oh man, we are already 6 down.
Oh, dude, and it's been what, an hour? Not even.
No,
45 minutes.
No, 23 minutes.
Whoa. Guess I don't even know. I don't know, bro. Feels like forever. But keep
Next
chugging,
one.
dude. Let's get this done, bro. Let's get this done.
Mac Jones wins Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Jalen Waddle. Scratch that with Jalen Waddle.
But the question is, Mac Jones wins it. Yes or no? What do you think?
No, replace
No,
that with
okay.
yes. If you replace that with
Jalen Waddle is still a no, because I'll take Elijah Moore over Jalen Waddle.
Is that the guy in the Jets?
Yep.
Dude, I would take the guy from the Cardinals over him, dude. Rondell Moore.
What? He's not. No.
He had an 80-yard touchdown in the preseason, dude.
Preseason. Congratulations.
Gonzo, dude.
Twos right now.
He has the highest 40
against
time.
twos.
I think it was against the ones. But he has the highest 40 time in the NFL last year, or in the NFL draft last year. This year, or
John
whatever.
Ross beat Chris Johnson's record. Where's John Ross at right now?
No. We're not talking about a John Ross here.
He's the fastest person.
I know, but
really doesn't mean something.
The stats were better than Elijah Moore. I would take
Elijah Moore over
the
Waddle.
Film was better than Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore over Waddle and over Rondell Moore.
That's just bonkers, bro.
But I'll take Rashad Bateman over all three.
Dude, he's gonna get the ball like have 40 looks this season with 20 catches.
As a player, like who I'd rather have on my team, I would personally probably have Elijah Moore because he's like a gadget player. But as receiver, I would personally take Bateman.
Oh, dude, you know who I would take, dude, and who got slept on in the draft, dude, is God, I'm blanking. The dude from UNC, dude. You know who I'm talking about.
UNC?
UNC. Tar Heels. Dude, what is his name?
Running back or receiver?
Receiver, dude. Oh no. Dude, he's a beast, bro. I think he's gonna actually lead Dwami Brown, bro. He lit up the preseason. He is a man amongst the boys, dude. Look him up. I'm telling you, dude.
What team does he play for?
The Redskins. That might hold him back a little bit. Fitz threw him a couple 50-50 balls, and he looked crazy. He's like a 50-50 specialist, dude. He reminds me a lot of Devontae Parker. But Devontae Parker can't stay on the field, so he's my sleeper pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I know I'm getting off topic here, but I don't know. It's not a clear cut to me this year. I think if anything, the three quarterbacks outside of Trey Lance, because he might not get all 16 starts, I think they have a better chance than Mac Jones. No, I take that back. Zach Wilson does not have a better chance than Mac Jones, and neither does Trey Lance. Trevor Lawrence has a better chance than Mac Jones. Not by very much, though. I'll give you that. But you got to look at the Patriots receiving crew and what he's coming into. Like, it's pretty. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot they kind of souped it up a little bit this year. They got Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar. We'll see how that pans out. Doesn't
You
really
got two
sound
beast tight ends though.
Yeah,
Hunter Henry and John Smith.
true. Got him the security blankets. I just don't want to like it because I'm gonna have to play them in almost a week, dude. 8 days.
I love it.
Hype, bro. I hate it, dude. I hate it, bro. I
Absolutely love it, man.
hope he's the next Brian Leaf.
Oh man.
You hit me with a question that was only good for Austin. I'm not gonna lie.
You already know what Austin's gonna say. So I wouldn't ask that question if he was here.
I had to feed around the bush a lot right there. You know, if it was about Tua winning comeback player of the year or something.
Comeback player. Why would he win comeback player of the year?
Dude, because suck by no, he didn't suck. He didn't suck. He had a modest rookie year. If you throw up Josh Allen's numbers.
Yeah. Anyways, Taysom Hill starts at least 5 games this year.
No, I think Jameis is that guy, bro. I think he got it figured out. I think it's not going to be anything that you're going to have to be like, darn, I wish he was on my team still. But you're gonna have to have a little appreciation for the man's. He might win comeback player of the year. I think he could have a possibility for that. I don't know. Didn't he break the record?
Well, Michael Thomas, I don't even know what his situation is, and he won't have anybody to throw the ball to. So,
dude, just fucking throw it up to that dude with the dreads, bro. You seen him?
Yeah, but for how long? How long will that last?
For how long? I'm just kidding. That was the best answer you could have gave. Oh yeah, I was joking though. Fucking, I know exactly what you're saying. Their offense has always been like that. So I don't know. I wouldn't hit the panic mode button yet, but Breeze have made those not so good guys work kind of like a Tom Brady would. And I don't think James and Taysom are gonna get that same outcome as even Noodle Arm Breeze, bro. He knows how to work an offense though. He can make it do with those guys. He showed.
I don't think he starts at all. He may come in like he did the previous years, like a gadget, but he won't start a game.
I know they paid him a bunch of money, but I think it was just kind of like a sham contract. Like it's no guaranteed money, but it looks like a lot. I don't even remember. Something weird. I think $10 million a year. So if he is playing backup, that's kind of I don't know. Kick returns, like what does he do again? Tight end? Like
I don't know.
For real.
But next one is Carson Wentz does just as bad or worse with the Colts.
I think he's going. What do you mean, like than last year, or like?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's gonna do a lot better this year, especially with Zach Pascal and freaking. Oh God, I can't think of Michael Pittman. Yeah. I think, yeah, those guys. I think T.Y. Hilton's coming back. I don't know. I heard something obvious.
Well, he's hurt.
He was in the news. Yeah, he was in the news for something the other day. But yeah, I think with that offensive line and stuff and the running game and Jonathan Taylor, I think he has everything to succeed there, and he's succeeded before, so I don't see why not. He has the coach that he needs. He has the freaking supporting cast. Maybe he's just missing that true number one wide receiver, but freaking I think they have Parrish Campbell too still, if he can get it figured out. It's another one of those speed guys that just had speed and nothing else. So I see your point on Jalen Waddle, but I think Jalen Waddle's going to be fire. That's for another day, though.
Yeah.
Hurt my feelings, bro. Hurt my feelings, dude. Their 5th overall pick, bro. Cut us some slack.
A little off topic here. 32 straight home games for the Gators have won. 32 straight. Just listen.
What? Wait, what?
They won 32 straight home opening wins.
Oh,
never mind.
Holy dude, I thought you said they won 32 straight home games. I was holy crap, dude. But, that's still pretty crazy though. So yeah, odds are definitely in their favor.
Wentz does all right this year. All I got to say about that.
I could see him throwing like 25 plus TDs, 4,000 give him 200 yards because of the extra game, at least. I see him doing that.
That's all right.
Pretty good. Better than, I think he went 16 and I think he threw more interceptions than touch. I think he threw 16 and 10, but backwards. 10 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, I'm pretty sure.
I
remember that correctly.
didn't do
Pretty
research.
Fucking atrocious.
So,
Pretty atrocious.
Giants win the division.
We gotta think for a second. Oh no, I see the Cowboys winning. Wait. Oh wait. I can see the Giants actually winning the division. That's a tough one because I think their offense is going to be pretty good because they got all those freaking guys. Tony.
You had a lot of people to throw the ball to. It's just a matter of can you throw the ball.
I think Daniel Jones can. We'll see. Actually, I believe in Daniel Jones. I think he's just kind of reminds me of a Ryan Tannehill type. He can get the job done, but he's nothing like Patrick Mahomes-ish, Josh Allen-ish, you know. But I don't think he got drafted a little high in my opinion. But a draft that was so little lacking in quarterback, considering freaking Dwayne Haskins was the next one taken. I think what they got him at 6, that was pretty fair. So yeah, I could see them winning the division. I don't know where I was going with that again, but I could see them winning. It's so tough because if Dak, we don't know what the Cowboys. Well, the Cowboys were they 3-2 before Dak got hurt, even though he's putting up those numbers. Yeah, I can see the Giants winning the division. I don't think, dude. The Redskins though
be a big part of that.
What about the Redskins?
I mean, I don't know who that is.
The football team, dude.
The football team. Yeah.
Their defense is gnarly, dude. And they brought in I forgot what corner. They got William Jackson on the other side. They got Bobby McCain in the secondary now. A couple other guys I know. Fitzpatrick is at least gonna get you 8 wins. At least. Yeah. Unless he shaves his beard. You don't want to do that. You ever seen him like that?
It's not like him and Harden should never shave their beards ever.
Those are the two. Never. Exactly, bro. Just no bueno. No bueno.
Let's see. The Jags get a wild card spot.
Oh, my laptop's at 8. The Jags get a wild card spot. I think the AFC is so. I don't know. They could sneak in there. I remember last year the AFC was so tight that I couldn't. If it would pan out the way it did last year, I couldn't really see that happening. But if cards fall, I can't really see that happening. Maybe a couple years from now, because I mean they put some pieces on the team. Obviously, they got the QB now, but there's more to it than that. I know they got Marvin Jones. Their offensive lines, I don't think Cam Robinson and Juwan Taylor, I think they're average at best. So that's going to be a problem. I don't really know who they have plugged in at their guard and interior, but they do have a rushing game. Give them that, though. They got a rushing game, and Trevor Lawrence can get it done. So just all depends on the offensive line and the defense and the coaching staff at that point, which that's 65% of the team. So it's a big question mark. And another percent of that is what are the other teams that are kind of pinching in there, like the Dolphins, what other teams were in the freaking mix last year? The Steelers, I think, were in the mix for like the wild card, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because the Ravens and the Browns were above them. Just like teams like that, I really can't see them beating out teams like that. Unless I don't know how their record's scheduled. That's another thing that can go into play. Their record could be a walk in the park. But division-wise, they play the Texans twice a year, Colts twice a year, and what's the other team?
Titans.
Okay, so not the easiest, but yeah, that's not really. You got two freebies, but I can see them maybe blowing one of those because it's the Jags. I may be a couple years down the road. I don't see Trevor Lawrence being a losing quarterback for a long time, but I don't see him just taking the NFL by storm record wise. You see even Deshaun Watson, what he did last year and how that reflected on the record. How much could he really do? That's like the big change they made. They brought in a fucking another running back with their second round pick or their second first round pick, and they already had a star running back they got as a free agent the year before. So it's kind of just like we'll see.
Yeah, they don't sneak in this year. Maybe next year or the year after, but definitely not this year.
They need to build some capital, and that's kind of hard with the pieces they got. They don't got a Laramie Tunsil sitting on the bench. Maybe they're trying to trade James Robinson, flip them later on, but they had the 2 first-round picks and they got the quarterback, which that's like something I don't know. It's kind of something about having first-round picks when you don't desperately need a position. It's a lot sweeter than freaking having to reach and take someone because you're desperate there. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I don't know, Travis Etienne, that pick was kind of mind-blowing to me. This is a first-year college coach drafting. So the direction wants me to look upwards with the quarterback, but everything else is I don't see working too well.
If your computer's dying, get your charger. This is the last year for the Seahawks with Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson. Because after this year, one of them or both of them leave and they rebuild. I think this is going to happen because Russell Wilson, we all know what happened this past offseason. Pete Carroll has pretty much wasted his career. And there's not much you can do to really improve because the cap is not really there. And Pete Carroll doesn't want to change his offense when his offense needs to change. They're at a standstill.
I don't really, not too in depth. I know the offensive line plays a big factor, but they brought in the guys like DK. They finally brought in a replacement for Marshawn after they lost him, and he was a huge part of their offense. Like people forget that, even though he wasn't putting up 1,200 yards, putting up 900, maybe low thousands, but the impact he had on the team was crazy. And you guys, they're bringing in some talent there at the offense, which he was making guys like Tyler Lockett into who Tyler Lockett is today. And there's a couple other guys off the top of my head. I can't really think. Doug Baldwin, guys like that. He was like a Tom Brady, freaking Drew Brees type who can just make it work with what do. Freaking Greg Olsen, when he was like 40 years old, still getting the ball to him. He had made him productive. So I think it was just the factor that, yeah, he was stuck in his own. I agree with you. I think he's stuck in his old ways and it's not working anymore. And it worked. So he's going to stick with the formula, but it's changing. So, and Russell sees that's how it's working out for them in the long term, because you got to forget about past success at some point. It's been, what was that, before 2015, they were, I think 2015 might have been their last year. 2013-ish. Yeah. That was when they were at their peak success. So you got to forget about those days and put that behind you. I agree with you 100%.
I just don't know which ones come first when they both happen at the same time.
Dude, I could see Russell leaving first because I don't know. It's so hard to tell because you hear the stuff about A-Rod, you hear the stuff about Deshaun Watson, you hear the stuff about Russell Wilson and what happened. Like, I know the only thing that did happen was a Matthew Stafford and freaking Jared Goff trade. I think, wasn't there one more big one like that? Or no? That was the only one. And there wasn't really too much news on this. So the ones that blow up in the I guess they blow up in the mainstream because it's these huge household names, but I think it's just people trying to get clicks at the end of the day because nothing ever pans out. Nothing has. Like, what changed when that whole Russell Wilson complaining about his offensive line and stuff? They didn't go out and get no one. Like, nothing happened. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens, though. That's just, I feel like a lot of it gets blown out of proportion. like all this stuff about the Dolphins, and people were like dead sure that you seen all the stuff I was posting. Like people were dead sure that it was confirmed. Like even Bleacher or not PFF had on their whatever fantasy football thing. If you looked on Deshaun Watson's profile, he had a Dolphins logo next to his fucking name. So like even they thought that all that stuff was true. So it's like I don't know, what can you believe? I'll believe it when it happens. That's like at the point I'm at.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jimmy G gets traded mid-season.
If a quarterback gets hurt, I could see that happening. And they need someone to freaking an experienced player that has freaking the potential to get you to that next level. Maybe missed a couple throws of that next level, but he got there. I feel like that they can definitely, especially I don't think they don't have a first round pick next year. We have their first round pick.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a smart idea. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. That was a good take. For real. Because
that and dump off that money as soon as possible. At its peak, I would say.
Yeah, my dogs are going crazy. I don't even know what that was. Oh my god, dude, this dude's wild, bro. This dude's wild. Next topic, though. Next topic. I think he needs a pee.
Let's see here. Rams do worse with Stafford.
No.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's all I wanted to know. I say no as well.
Yeah, no,
there's a lot of people. I think it was either on Reddit or Twitter. It was like, it's very possible, and I was like, okay.
Sorry about that.
I didn't respond. I just added it to the list to see a reaction. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's just like I don't know. That's you would have to really, because that's one thing that people might be a little ignorant on is anything that has to do with the lines outside of Calvin Johnson. I remember like when he was on the same team at the same time with Matthew Stafford. That was the big thing. Was Matthew Stafford made from Calvin Johnson, or was Matthew Stafford really about freaking what he freaking I don't know. I don't know how I worded it wrong, but
is Matthew Stafford good without
Johnson? He showed that he can do it without him, and he put up better numbers if anything. I just worded that like a retard. Sorry. A fucking dog. He definitely needs to go to the bathroom. You hear him?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Keep the show.
If you take a break,
bro. Keep chugging, bro. Keep chugging.
Okay.
Text my dad.
Let's see here. Pittsburgh misses the playoffs.
Actually, I could see them missing the playoffs because that offensive line. I don't see Big Ben keeping up with that, dude. And Najee Harris, he looked all right. He looked all right in the preseason. I don't know. I can't really see them. I think they're going to be in the wild card kind of in the wild card discussion. Definitely within the Ravens and the Browns, I think they're way better than them at this point. Even though I think their defense is a little overhyped. They won 14 games in a row. Was that last year or was that the year before?
They won like 10 or 11 games in a row.
Yeah, that was last year. So I don't know. I think they rode that hype train and it crashed in a big booming way, but I don't think that it's gonna pick off where it left off, and not the bad part it left off at, the beginning part where they were winning 10 games. I'm getting tired up in this bitch.
Yeah, I see them missing the playoffs.
No, yeah, for real. I could have just said that, and it would have took 2 seconds. Instead, I just said a whole bunch of rambling that meant just about nothing. But wish I was as cool. I wish I was as cool as Corian, but I'm not.
It's only one person like me.
Dude, for real, bro. One day.
Never. What is it?
Maybe I'll wear a do-rag.
Okay. The Najee Harris hype train, the Najee Harris hype train does not go as expected.
Oh yeah, I don't think it will. His offensive line is not. It's like the University of Miami's offensive line. It's not like no Alabama offensive line. He's playing like better than Alabama players. So
Yeah,
Alabama and better players. So I don't think it's going to pay. I think he'll average probably about 3.7 yards per carry. And since I don't know how much depth they have really back there, I think he'll at least have around 800, 900 yards. He might get 1,000 depending on how hard they really push it. But I don't really see too much success.
Mm.
I feel like James Conner hurt last year. What was the deal with him? Or did he just
just
fall
off
off?
and on.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that was just the team or the offensive line and offensive entirety reflecting on the rushing game. So we'll see how that goes. Because if anything, they got less progressive that wise and degressed way more because their offensive lines. They got Try Turner. I think they should have stuck. I don't. There might be some internal stuff going on with DeCastro. That just kind of blew my mind, man. Especially with the other departures they had in the offensive line. It just kind of. I don't think it's going to go well. You could have drafted someone. You could have traded back, and I think you still could have got him a couple
Yeah.
spots at least. I don't know. That was just 22. That's too high.
The Packers lose in the first round of the playoffs.
I don't think I don't see A-Rod losing the first game. Yeah, he made it to the conference championship. Mm.
Well, I mean,
Dude, he's out. He's out to kill this year, bro. He's looking for blood, bro. That man, it's make or break for him as the Packers. Like it's been on the brink too long. So if he doesn't put it together this year, which they did not, well, he has the rushing game finally. That was freaking, oh my god. Remember Eddie Lacy? That's what he was working with for forever, dude. He
jeez.
finally has a competent running back. I'll give them that, but they got a tight end finally, Antonia. I know that Jimmy Graham experiment kind of didn't work too well, but I know still the depth question mark at wide receiver. I know they drafted that one guy from Clemson, that speedy dude. So I guess it's doing a little something. But I think A-Rod, he'll get it done. He'll get it done, dude. I think he'll get to the conference championship again. At least.
Fair. That's fair.
I'm hoping for the Super Bowl. I'm hoping he
Not happening. Tell you
squanders his
that.
dream.
Not happening. He won't lose first round, but he won't make it to the championship game.
Yeah, I that's an interesting take. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. We'll see who they play and all that. You never know how. Their offensive line is another question mark. I don't know. Let's get into that because I can go on about them for a decent amount. Let's get into the next one.
We got 3 more left.
Ah,
Cards win their division and make it to the NFC Championship game.
Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks. Dude, it's always the 14. Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks, and
Niners.
Niners. Oh my god. Dang, dude. That's pretty potent freaking at least 2 of them. Dude, actually all of them.
I see it. I see it. It could happen, but it's like a 20% chance it happens. I'll give it 20.
Dude, I can see the Rams being better. Dude, dude, I can see it's tough, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's really, really tough. I think they're gonna be right. I almost want to skip that one, bro. Because the Niners are in the question for the hunt. All the teams are in the hunt. Like you can't say Russell Wilson's not a playoff contention, no matter what team he's on, and that team is not. I'm not gonna say it's horrible. Like you got a productive offense. The defense is obviously needs a little work in the offensive line, like I said, but they've got it done before when they were in the playoffs last year, right? Yeah. See, it's really tough. I think the Niners are gonna make a little comeback. And you got the Rams. So it's like that's a squeeze right there, bro. That's a squeeze. That's one of the toughest. That is probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest division in the NFL I can think of.
That's definitely the toughest.
Yeah, that's freaking. Yeah, I almost want to say pass on that one because I can see them winning at least 8 games. So that's like they're going to be on the mark right there. So
All teams can win at least 8. That's the thing.
Jaguars are going to win 3. So are the Lions, Texans 4, 3, 2. I don't think there's going to be any Browns teams. But I can see like what you going to say? Every team's going to go, or are you saying every like
every team in that division?
Oh,
what do you? I was wondering where you think.
Dude, I thought you meant because the extra game that
No.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Extra game, dude. I don't like that. It just throws everything off, dude. I feel like I don't even know. I want to see more teams go 0-17. It's not going to happen now. It's not.
Okay.
I think I've been podcasting a little too long.
Hey, I ain't going to. Anyways, Watson beats the cases, gets traded to the Dolphins, and they make the playoffs.
Oh, dude, that's already over with. He's not getting traded to the Dolphins. I thought for sure he was, and I was very mixed emotioned about it because, dude, Tua looked great in the preseason. He looked like he put on his, I don't know, everything. He just looked more comfortable. His hip definitely played a factor in the last season. Just obviously the rookie, all the struggles that come with that. On top of that, he just looks like a whole new guy this year. So I think there's no point in. Because what were the Texans asking for 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, 2 to 3
or 2.
Fuck
something
that.
Like that.
Fuck that. That's not that's retarded for some guy Bill Cosby like that. I mean, he's good, but baggage, bro. The baggage that comes with no. That's like maybe Tua and a first-round pick. And I
definitely want that.
They definitely. They didn't want that. But are they going to work that out internally? Like he said no. He said straight up to their face like multiple times, I'm not playing here. So
yeah.
And it's past the certain date that they were trying to get it done by. So it's gonna be an interesting one. I don't think he's going to the Dolphins. I think that's out of the question. Definitely not the Eagles anymore because of Minshew. So I think the Eagles, if anything, they were taking that serious. They realized it wasn't in play anymore, and they settled for Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. Yeah. They still might draft one.
True. Still. With the Eagles or
Eagles?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about Hurts. Friggin'. I don't know. That's one of the guys that I'm not too keen on, but I can see the potential. But he's one of those new age type quarterbacks, so gotta give him time. You gotta give him time. We'll do our last question.
Last one, yes. This is Derek Carr's last year in the Raiders uniform.
Wasn't there news about that this year too?
Yeah.
Yeah, them trading for someone, I forgot. I could see that. I could see someone coming in as they need to clean the house, in my opinion, dude.
It starts with John.
But usually when a new coach comes in, they just obviously don't keep the quarterback. Usually you see what happened with Dolphins when Flores came in. Freaking Tannehill was right out the door, and we didn't even give him a chance. So just the new regime, all the offensive coordinators are usually gone. So I can see that happening, especially if Gruden goes, which I think he might, because this has been 6 years. Dude, yeah, he doesn't have too many years left on that contract left. That's
Gruden, he signed it in 2018, man.
2018?
Yeah.
But I think it was like 2016. No?
Who was their coach? I don't even know.
I think it was 2017. I don't even remember, dude. They were freaking bozo.
Who was their coach before that?
Dude,
was it Del Rio, something like that?
Jack Del Rio, yeah. I remember because of Madden. Yeah, he reminds me of Matt Nagy. He's like one of those coaches. His booty. Yeah, I think well, here 2018. Yeah, you're right. So he does have a lot of bro. Oh my god, he has.
It's
He only
still
has
like 2028.
he has 7, 8 more years on that thing. So maybe not. Maybe not. I think definitely they'll give him one more year after this year. You know how Gruden is. If he likes you, he likes you, dude. He likes you.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like they're in a good spot to blow it up.
I know.
Kind of. They got some cap, and they have a trade piece in Carr.
They have Max Crosby, dude. I'm trying to think of kind of talent wise. They traded all away. That's the problem. They all their stars they traded.
Just don't have a
And
defense. That's the thing.
In return, I can't really think of too many players on their team besides of Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, and Max Crosby. Who else can you think of?
Hunter Renfro,
Oh my God, they're
Henry
freaking.
Ruggs.
Oh, okay. The 600-yard club freaking combined right there. Hunter Renfro is more productive. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point.
But
How long
to
has
answer
it
the
been, though?
question, it's been an hour.
Oh, sweet.
To answer the question, though, I think this is last year.
I think 2 more years. 2 more years. What's his contract looking like?
I don't know, but I feel. I mean, he's like 30.
Yeah, you got to
years
know
old.
when enough's enough, bro.
He's 30.
I know what you're saying.
I don't think he's gonna get any better at this point. And at this point, you might as well just like sell him while he's kind of high. I don't know.
Ooh, he only has. This is his. Wait, no, he has 2 more years on the deal.
Yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of him. I'd rather get something in return than nothing.
I think it's all non-guaranteed too. Wait, I'm pretty sure. It's either all guaranteed or all not guaranteed.
I mean, obviously, it's one of the two.
No, but I don't. Shut up, bro. I can't tell because there's no. Oh, cap savings. Yeah, so it's all unguaranteed. So
yeah, get rid of him.
If they got rid of him right now, they could save $40 million.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think
a Raiders fan. I want to see him going 40 mil.
I think you're right. And yeah, within 2 years, yeah, he gets paid $20 million a year. And all you lose is $2.5 million out of the $40 million.
Oh, sign Cam Newton for 2 years and then get a splash note free. I don't know.
Nathan Peterman. Nathan Peterman, brother.
That Marcus Mariota played this season. Get rid of him.
Dude, Marcus Mariota, he got replaced by the GOAT, the real quarterback whisperer, Nathan Peterman. I'm gonna go though. Sign this.
The fact that you just said that.
No, you end on that note, bro. You end on.
We're ending on UF 1-0, even though we played a sloppy game. UF is 1-0. That's how we end. We don't end on.
I was excited for college football. I thought I was gonna watch a decent game today. Game.
But thank y'all for watching. Yeah, it's been cool.
Bees,
it's been a little while.
For real. Too long.